Hello, everyone. So, I know this is a bit surprising because normally I do the podcast once a week. And yesterday I had the amazing, beautiful, awesome, spectacular Sarah Jane. Today I genuinely felt the need to connect with my beautiful audience. It's just me today. I want to have a heart to heart conversation today. What is it about? It is about the learnings from my journey of the last 3 years. The person who I was 3 years back was a completely different Ruchi. If somebody was to tell me, like, what has happened in the last 3 years, I would like, that's impossible. Did I do something out of the blue? There was a magic one. I chose to go on the healing journey, on the inward journey, to go back and align with who I am, beyond the shoulds that I had worn on myself, the shoulds of life. I should do this, I should want that, this is success, that is not success, and everything in between. So 3 years back, I was a medical doctor. I've been a medical doctor and working in the NHS for 10 plus years. 3 years back, when I gave birth to my son, this was peak COVID. And so, peak COVID time, my parents were supposed to visit, but if you remember, there were complete um, travel blocks and nobody could come, and that sort of time. So, for the first 5 months, it was just me and my son. Yes, my husband got a 2 week paternity leave, but yeah, it was mostly us. So, I was feeling empty, unfulfilled. Outwardly, everything looked great, Yeah, I'm married to my soulmate. I've got this beautiful baby boy. Everything's great, We are living in, peacefully. But I felt empty, just empty, unfulfilled. And so I'm trying to seek clarity. Where do I go from here? I would want to, I would not kind of go into the every intricate detail of the 3 years, but I would want to come up with a acronym which kind of summarizes the whole journey, which I would call Sicily. Sicile. Okay. So we'll start with the S. What is the S here? The first is S, which is the self love mirror exercise. If you've heard me before, I'm pretty sure you have heard this before, but I would like to repeat just because it is so profound. So, self love mirror exercise is you acknowledging yourself, you validating yourself, you loving yourself unconditionally, you meeting your own unmet needs as a loving parent. So, first thing in the morning, as you brush your teeth, you put the brush down, you're looking in your eyes, and you tell yourself. So, I would say, Ruchi, I love you. I love you truly, deeply, and unconditionally. I love and accept all parts of you. So, you do this first thing in the morning and last thing in the day. So, 3 years back, when I started doing this, it was uncomfortable. First, I was almost shivering. Then there were lots of tears, tears that wouldn't stop. Then it was like, Ruchi, you're lying. That's not true. Yes, on the surface, it might feel like that to start with, but I persisted for week one, for week two, for week three. As a new mom, there's not much structure to your day. Your day revolves around the little baby, about when they sleep, when they wake up. But I was like, okay, this is one thing I can do for myself. I kept at it. Something shifted. Something really shifted. The second, so we talked about the S. We'll go into a bit of greater detail, but let's just explore that. So, Sicily, S, self love mirror exercise. I, inner child healing. Extremely, extremely, extremely important. So, rather than shushing your inner child, listening to it, embracing it with love and acceptance, meeting the unmet needs of your own inner child. Um, there are lots of amazing, beautiful souls who do inner child healing work. If you want to take the first step, I am quite happy to share my Linktree link. Once the podcast is done, I don't want to fiddle around right now. So as you click on the link, you would find I have done a guided inner child healing meditation. It means a lot to me because every time I do the inner child healing meditation, it's like a part of me comes back, gets back in place, feeling loved, understood, healed. So I love doing it. And the intention of that inner child, guided inner child healing meditation is for that one person, literally for it to reach every single human being who needs to hear it. It takes you into a very quiet, relaxing space where you reconnect with yourself. It's not very long, it's about 25 minutes long. If you're in the back of a car, back of a bus, back of a train on your commute, or of course, you can't listen to it when you're driving because you are calm with your eyes closed. But that is one thing I would highly recommend if you are on your inner child healing journey. That would be spectacular. So, SI. C. What is C? C is compassion. We always try and extend our compassion to other people to be the wonderful, amazing human beings we are. We have been told to be polite and loving and kind. Amazing, awesome, great. But I want this compassion to start with yourself. So, this compassion starts with you and then it radiates to every situation, every human being, every circumstance you encounter because everybody around you is like holding a mirror and reflecting back to you what's going on inside you, right? And therefore, this compassion needs to extend from inside out. This will change the quality of your inner dialogue. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're not feeling so good with somebody else, you can shut them down. You're like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. The one person you can never run away from is yourself. This compassion, this inner child healing, the self love mirror exercise, they will profoundly improve, change, evolve, heal your own inner dialogue. What is the next I? Next I in Sicily is introspection. Introspection is all about becoming aware of this beautiful vehicle that you have taken. Becoming aware of this. Why is this so important? Because this vehicle that each one of us has taken is kind of perfectly, intricately designed for your sole purpose. Now, not for you to fit into somebody else's box of who you should be or you shouldn't be, for your sole purpose. We are spiritual beings who have chosen to have a human experience. That means before we chose to come here, there was a intention, a plan of what learning, what growth, what progress you need to make. That doesn't mean life is like this. No, you come with a broad perspective of this is the learning, this is the growth, this is how I want to grow. So this life is an opportunity you have taken. And think about it. Would you agree that if we all chose to be individual souls with this miraculous, very individual, unique thinking process, feeling process, how we see things, our perspectives, our strengths, it just can't be that everybody's idea of success or a meaningful life would be the same. Yeah. Like we are told, this house, this car, this job, this husband, this wife, this child, and then that's it. Nothing wrong with it, but ask yourself the deeper question, what does a meaningful, purposeful, joyful life mean to me? I'm not talking about a meaningful, purposeful life, when you're on your deathbed. No, on a daily basis. On a daily basis. Because remember, an hours convert into days, days convert into weeks, weeks convert into months, months to years, and years to a lifetime. And therefore, every single day is equally important. Yes, there will be tough days. Yes, there will be amazing, joyful days. But choosing to be present in your life, not be lost in what happened or what is going to happen, because the past is gone. If you just held your hand out, you can't touch it, can you? Yes, it is there in your memories, but it's there. Future, yes, it will unfold over time depending on your decisions right now. But what's right now, here, you listening to me, being completely present, being completely mindful of your life, the moment you are in, you're gifting your complete presence, your undivided attention to another human being. Yes, that is the most beautiful gift you can give to another human being. Your complete presence and your undivided attention, which is so difficult to find in this day and age, isn't it? You talk to somebody and if they're trying to look at their phone, how does that feel? You're like, okay, there's not much point. What is the point of talking? Yeah, try and be that at least for 5 to 10 minutes in your day, for another human being. Being complete, try with just 5 to 10 minutes, being completely present, absorbing every single word you say. Like, this is it. You help them feel seen, heard, that their words matter to you. This is profound. And before you do that for somebody else, do that for yourself. And that is what self awareness is all about. When you make time to listen to what's happening inside, what are the thoughts? What are the feelings? What are the emotions? Rather than numbing them down. Yes, I know we are all busy people, 10 things need to be done. Yes, you have got 24 hours in there, isn't it? So you have lots and lots of hours for it. But maybe 20 minutes in your day that you take out just for yourself. Maybe a 10 minutes walk. Look at the flowers. Touch the flowers. Look at the sunshine. Look at the clouds. Reminding yourself of being grateful for however difficult the day, there's always something you're grateful for, right? That shifts your perspective, that shifts your energy. What is right now in this moment that you have to be grateful for? I'm grateful that I have got Restream. I am present with you guys. And this is what I'm saying is going on live on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube. I mean, about 10 years back, I would not even perceive of it, right? What are you grateful for? I'm grateful for this beautiful life. I'm grateful for this miraculous body. Just count 5 things, people, blessings that you're grateful for. So, reminding ourselves back of the summary of the journey. S for self love mirror exercise. I for inner child healing. And as I said, I'll be sharing the link. You click the link and you have the inner child healing meditation, inner child inner child healing guided meditation. You can literally listen to it as many times as you want in your own time. So that's, I genuinely want you to have it, because I promise from the bottom of my heart, it's worth every second of it. So, self love mirror exercise, inner child healing, compassion, first for yourself and then extending it to everybody else around you. I for introspection. And then meditation. Meditation, journaling. Meditation is about reconnecting with yourself, making time with yourself, reminding yourself that the journey is inside out, not outside in. Next, Sicily. So we come to the L. L is learning and growth. Learning and growth are profound in your life no matter what age you are. Learning and growth doesn't stop with you having a degree or a qualification or a job or whatever your big goal was. Constant learning, constant growth. I mean, it has been proven by neuroplasticity that your brain cells can evolve around it, grow with it. Now, what does learning and growth mean? Does that mean having hundreds of degrees? Not really. I would say learning and growth is about aligning with, this, when you align with the deepest core of you, there's always an intuitive guidance, a direction that you receive. It won't be like, okay, now Ruchi, you do this. It's like a very gentle nudge, just a nudge, when you're making your decisions. Now, how do you make your ability to listen to this intuitive guidance strong? Simple, by doing it. How do you make muscles? By working on it. The same way. How do you strengthen your intuition? By listening to it. The more you listen, the more there is a clarity where you can listen to it, follow it, you know. with the most clarity. Let me give you an example. How did this podcast come into existence? So, a few months back, the podcast was like, it was churning in my head. And the main reason was I had listened to a lot of podcasts and they were like this ray of, hope and motivation and light in times where I was feeling really demotivated. And so I was like, okay, I would want to do that for other people, what I get from these podcasts. And my understanding was, oh my God, I need to have some expensive equipment or some headphones or some kind of mic or something like that. So this was going on in my head. I normally make time at least 15 to 20 minutes in the day for my meditation, ideally first thing in the morning, if not sometime in the day. Sorry about that. So I was meditating, and so during meditation, obviously, like rather than on your surface layers, you're a bit more in touch with your deeper layers. So that's where I received this guidance. Ruchi, go for it. And I'm thinking, the podcast? Oh my God, like, yes, I've done lives before and reels before. Podcast? I've never done that before. It's like, Ruchi, go for it, you can do this. But then always remember, like, when something is like, you have to do this, no, this will happen if you don't do this, generally that's the voice of your ego guiding you. Whereas when it's a gentle nudge, it's like, yeah, you can do this, yeah, this feels right. It's a very gentle, kind, loving voice, and the decision is left up to you. It's never like you have to do this, Ruchi, or you should do this. If you don't do this, then a reasoning of this will happen, that will happen. No, no catastrophizing, nothing. So that is, I think, the most tangible example I can think of intuition right now. So learning and growth. Learning growth. So how can I align it with my own journey? So after the self-love mirror exercise, I'm with my little one. Obviously little ones breastfeed for long times. And here I'm on my iPad and I'm like, okay, I found Mind Valley. There were different quests and there was lots of learning ways and means. That's where I found Marisappear, rapid transformational therapy. That's where I found Jay Shetty. And so I did the rapid transformational therapy training. I trained to be a Jay Shetty certified life coach. And one step after other, one step after other, all the other things happen, being a best-selling author, being a podcaster. But see, reminding yourself of the bigger why. So is the bigger why about being an author or a podcaster or a speaker? Or no, my big goal, my end goal is to remind myself that when it is, say, my last day on earth, and maybe even just the last hour, last minute, when it is time to leave this particular vehicle of mine, this body, I can smile to myself and say that, yes, I did complete justice to the journey. Yes, I fell. Yes, I failed. And every time I failed, I learned and I grew. Nobody is going to lie on their deathbed and say that, oh my God, I'm so happy that I did not do so and so, because somebody else would have criticized me or said that I'm not good enough or anything like that. None of us are going to say that. That is for sure. That is for sure. Life is about learning and growth. Life is not about success and failure. Life is about learning and growth. Keep learning, keep growing, keep refining, find out your unique strengths. Each and every one of us have it. I think as you grow up, it's always, I mean, 9 out of 10 times it's pointed out what you do wrong. Find what you do right. What are your unique strengths? Dig deep, find more, refine them, work on them. Sometimes they're much deeper than we think. For example, if 3 years back you told me, Ruchi, you are an amazing speaker, I'm like, I'll rather die than do that. It's a small step by step approach. Make that next step. That's courage. That's bravery. Courage and bravery doesn't always come by making that giant leap. No, sometimes we're not ready. Every single day, take that little small step further. But then keep going, keep going. So that's learning and growth. Keep believing in yourself, okay? Because the foundations of your self belief are self love and self acceptance. There's no self belief without that. If you're constantly looking for external validation, you're on shaky grounds. One obstacle, one challenge, and everything will start crumbling down. Yeah. So that's why learning and growth. Find your next venture. What is the next desired outcome? What is the next goal you're working on? Have When you say goal, people start feeling worried about, oh my God, I'm feeling overwhelmed or worked up. I don't even know. I have no clarity. No problem. As I said, find your bigger why. You know, you're not here just by chance. You chose to be here. And I'm not saying that you get any clarity overnight. No, that's not going to happen. I worked to start with on my journey. Yes, there was lots of self awareness, introspection, aligning, learning, growth, all of that. But working on everything. So, me doing my yoga practice, me going for a walk. I love Akshay Agnes. I do my yoga and Pilates with her. She's on YouTube. She's spectacular. Absolutely mind blowing at what she does. So, my yoga practice is like food for my body, for my flexibility, for managing stress. The yogasanas, help me ground, help me be present. So that's equally important as a part of learning and growth, right? You are not just, so your mental health, your physical health, clean eating. Try and cut out the processed foods from your diet as much as you can. Drink loads of water. You can have a piece of cake once in a while, but overall, it's not just the food that you put into your body, your thoughts, what sort of television, what sort of media are you watching, what sort of things are you scrolling. All of that is something you are taking in. So be mindful of that. So, Cicely, self love mirror exercise, inner child healing, compassion, learning and growth, and the entrepreneurial mindset. Now, for the entrepreneurial mindset, you don't have to be an entrepreneur. What does the entrepreneurial mindset means? It means that you are a leader of this first before you lead anybody else. You are a calm, composed, present, loving, ever compassionate leader of this. So when you are presented with a problem, sometimes you're like, oh my God, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. Dig deep. Dig deep. No problem will present in your life that you don't have an answer to. And sometimes we go running out for solutions. The journey is inside out. Yes, you can always seek help. Like on this journey, so I have worked with other RTT therapists for myself, for my healing. I have worked with my wonderful coach, Lara Odishagan. And both of these were driving forces to create my own 12-week program, which is a combination of working with the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. So yes, depending upon my client, I can easily tailor things out for what they need. But on an average, it is 9 inner power access coaching sessions, which I provide as a certified J Shetty life coach, and 3 interspersed rapid transformational therapy sessions, which I provide as a clinical hypnotherapist. Why is this special? Because there is a combination where we are working with the conscious and the subconscious. So, with the coaching sessions, you get clarity, your next steps forward, accountability for achieving it. I'm not there to advise anything. You're whole, complete, and resourceful. We brainstorm together. We dig deep together. I ask you the powerful questions. We're working more with the conscious mind here. With the RTT sessions, we delve deep into the blocks, into the limiting beliefs, moving from the conscious mind to the subconscious, where the limiting blocks, where the limiting beliefs, blocks are there. Maybe beliefs that you formed as a child, 2 year old, 3 year old, 5 year old, that are still dictating your life. And that's the truth. I always give example of this wonderful ICU nurse I worked with who was 60. And in the session, we found out that she was only 4 or 5 when she formed that belief, which is governing her life now. So that's the truth of life. So delving deep, and that's how we deal with these subconscious blocks. So that's why it's really, really special. I still have got 2 more spaces remaining. I don't take too many people on because I work one to one. And when I work one to one and there are 12 sessions, I'm doing those 12 sessions for you every week. I give my 110%, right? And I need to be completely energetically present and grounded and be there. So I only take on maximum 4 to 5 clients at a time. And that's it. In a session, I would never do more than 2 sessions because only then I can give my 100%, my the whole of me. So that's Cicely. I really wanted to share that. Whatever the challenges in your life, never give up on yourself. Always remind yourself that you have the strength to face it. And that's why you have been confronted by it. I had major visibility fears. Just about 2 years back, I would never post what I've created. I would create a reel, create a video, but I would struggle to post it because there was this fear of failure, fear of judgment. What would people think? This thing has been said hundreds of times. What is new that I'm going to offer? Would anybody even find value in what I'm saying? All of these fears, fear of visibility, fear of failure, fear of judgment, they come in like, when you are going beyond your comfort zone. So this comfort zone is something your mind has created. You have created with your life experiences because this keeps me safe. But remember, you as a soul consciousness, you as a soul who has come here to grow, to progress, to evolve, you've not come here to live and die inside your comfort zone. You're here to realize your true magic, your true potential, which always lies beyond the comfort zone. Yeah, remind yourself that. When we say healing, I have heard whole lots of different perspectives. Some people feel, oh, maybe like, if you have a major trauma, only then healing can work. See, I would like to put healing very simplistically. When we come on this earth, as this, bundle of unlimited fire and unlimited possibilities in this little packaged body, we are whole, resourceful, complete. The soul who has taken birth to come and explore and explore and realize its true potential, its unique strengths. And then what happens? Life happens. So with life, you form limiting beliefs. Trauma is not always about the incident, what happened, but as a child, what belief about yourself or what color about what vision about the world you have, kind of incorporated. That pains how you look at things. These are the colored glasses of perspective that you put on for the rest of your life. So mindset is everything. That's why we talked about entrepreneurial mindset. I invite you, we can get on a call, we can talk about what's holding you back. And as I said, that I have been through that journey myself. So initially I did the RTT sessions, but when I worked with my coach as well, working with the subconscious, working with the conscious, everything that has happened, like, where I am right now, and so many more possibilities, so many things I'm working on would be an impossibility without digging deep, without digging deep. If you're feeling completely stuck, ask yourself, how can I help myself right now? How can I make time for myself right now? If you're going through a whole lot of stress, I don't know, maybe just book a full body massage for yourself. Those 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour for yourself. Make time for yourself. You can only be present for other people in your life when you're making time for yourself, when you tend to your needs. Tending to your own needs is not selfish, especially for women out there. Okay. You're always told to be selfless, think of other people before you. You taking care of yourself is extremely important because if you don't do that, you don't have anything to offer anybody in your life. You don't. I would really want to share a few upcoming things. So, this is exciting. My bag is all ready. I'm going to be taking the train uh, in just a few hours' time to Letchworth, where my dear friend Rumiana, she has invited me to speak as a keynote speaker in the Women Empowering Women business event tomorrow. So I'm heading out for that. There's still tickets left for it. I'll be sharing a link to that as well. I know it's short notice, but in case you can make it, it would definitely be worthwhile. What else is on the table? I'm speaking in the Women's Spirit Fest. Elizabeth Ocean is one of the most beautiful souls I've ever met. And we have been working towards our soul talks in the last 3 months. It is not just like come and done thing. There's a sense of community. We're all working together, digging deep. And these soul talks are short. These soul talks in July, with all the amazing other ladies in there, which are trailblazers in their own right, in their own holistic circles. These are only going to be 15 minutes long, but they are designed that way to give you the most empowering gist of it rather than going for hundreds of hours. Normally, for an event like this, and what you gain out of it, it would actually be costing almost £10,000. But right now, as an affiliate with Elizabeth, we are offering the sign up, which is free. So when you click on the link that I share, if you click on the link, you can just sign up in there. You're like, oh my God, I'm busy. I can't attend 3 whole days. No problem. You can pick and choose what works for you, in and out. That's absolutely fine. And you know what? I'm going to keep you updated. I'm going to be posting, taking lots of pictures, posting lots of photos from tomorrow while I'm with Rumiana and Charlene and lots of amazing women out there. I'm really looking forward to it. All right. So that's me for the day. I will be sharing lots of upcoming projects. And the most important thing I would like to wrap up with is when you're struggling with a decision, ask yourself, does the decision you're wanting to take, does it align with your bigger why? What is my bigger why? My bigger why is to help as many people align to their soul's purpose, to their soul's calling. We came here with the clarity of what we have come here for. So we have that inner diamond which got covered with layers of limiting beliefs, shoulds, should nots, what ifs, what nots, fears, what ifs, failures, all of those things. Cutting through that, all of which I do, the speaking engagements I do, as an author, what I write, as a podcaster, as a content creator, everything is aimed at you digging deep, going in deeper to align with the deepest core of you. The answers lie there. Your unique strengths lie there. The blueprint, the map, the clarity lies there. You can always find me on the podcast and the contents I post. But if you so wish to work with me in person, feel free to get in touch. The Linktree link that I'll be posting, you can arrange a call with me. You can direct message me on Facebook or Messenger, either way. I highly recommend working the whole thing. That means the RTD sessions and the inner power access coaching. But then there are different tailor-made sessions as well. There, I have met people who want to go ahead only with the coaching or only with the subconscious work or the RTD sessions, which is fine. We can absolutely tailor things for you. Right. So there are different ways to know what I'm doing, and I really love sharing why I do what I do. Thank you so much for your time, your loving energy to be completely present here with me. And I'll keep you posted of all the amazing upcoming things. Love you. Bye bye.